Chance to share the flyer. Um, Advent on the 1st. Advent was on the 1st. I forgot. We're live now, so can't get into it. We're going live, babe. Lisa's makeup is popping, and y'all don't realize this after look on me. Before I shaved this morning, I hadn't shaved in like, I don't know, 5-6 days. I was looking terrible. I had bald spots and splotches and hair everywhere, and all of this was white. And I took some time in the bathroom and shaved it all off. My clippers, my razor, shaved it all off. So now I'm clean cut and shaven. Clean cut. You know, you saw the before and after. Doesn't it look drastically different than what it was last night?
Yeah, it does. Good morning. Good morning. Who we got? We got Judy.
Judy, how you doing, sister?
Hey, Judy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good
In the movie
morning.
40-year-old version, the black guy in the movie, you know, he was trying to, the 40-year-old version was trying to get advice on how to get some. Because it sure look, you know. He said, you see all of this here? All of this is premeditated.
Unable, I tell you. When I tell you guys that I struggle every day, I cringe what might come out of his mouth. You don't even know. Good morning, Monica.
Gratitude today may not be where I want to be, but I damn sure ain't where I was.
I didn't mean to put that on, but I think I'll rock with KRS-One for a minute.
Skin. Rhyming. You can't find it. They are the audio. I am the boot.
Y'all know nothing about that.
Really? Couple of little girls.
Oh no. Yeah.
Good morning, Monica. What you know about that right there? BDP to that? Hard.
Bruh, but you gotta do it. We go both ways.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
I'm Lisa Santiago McNeill.
Thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. Coming each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN Network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Like.
Oh, good. It has some BDP, Boogie Down Productions. this morning?
Boogie Down Productions.
I mean, you got some good. I need to learn to make YouTube playlists. Because that was a good one.
You know what I was playing earlier this morning?
Yeah, I heard I Got Work to Do. Vanessa Williams version. I like that a lot.
Vanessa Williams
version. I do like it. Tell me about this. Work to do. Work. I got work to do. Good morning. Today we're going to talk about, keep letting it play. We're going to talk about abundance and gratitude today. Abundance and gratitude. With the concept of you may not, turn down just a little bit. You may not be where you want to be, but you're sure not where you were. All of us can think of places where we were, where money was low, really low, where you had so much pain in your body that you no longer have, where you had relationship challenges that you no longer have. There's something that used to be in your world that's not there anymore. You're on your way somewhere, and you're damn sure ain't where you were. So we're going to talk about those things today.
Yep. And for our old heads.
This is for our old heads. The commercial.
Got right for the old heads.
He's stealing it this morning. So we're going to get it in today. I need to go to my page.
Good morning, Kelly Skillery.
Good morning, Sister Kelly. How you doing? Today we're talking about abundance and gratitude. Kelly, we've heard your story. The whole concept this morning is we may not be where we want to be, but we sure not where we were. We played the Vanessa Williams.
Oh, I got work to do. Come on. I got a job, baby. Now, I need to tell y'all something. Go ahead and put this down.
All right, cool.
Now, y'all have known me long enough to know. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Tara. How you doing?
I don't really never be talking about no job when I'm talking about a job. So, here's the thing. Hey, Heather, good morning. But understand that if you have a job, you need to be working towards working for yourself.
Do you hear what she said? If you have a job, nothing wrong with a job. But if you have a job, you should be working towards working for yourself.
And a really, really good way to do that
is having a part-time business.
Well,
and to have this is gonna be another one of those things. Oh no, she gotta be in the green room. Okay.
Don't get in the green room yet because he doesn't know how to control himself when he can see people in the green room.
Put her in there. I like people in the green room. And Audretta, I'm gonna brag on you all show before you come on. Because she's a friend of mine and I know her. She's a real friend of mine. Me and Audretta go back like 2 flats. Like 4 flats.
Bless them, Lord.
2 flats and you ain't going away either.
No, you cannot. So, Audretta, you have the link.
Go back like babies and pacifiers.
You have the link, Audretta. And those mosquitoes tore me up.
Why do mosquitoes? I go out there every night. Why do they not mess with me?
I don't know.
It's because
I'm racial. It's racial. It's racial.
No, I think it's an attitude.
Oh, so you have an attitude that don't bite me?
Yeah, mosquitoes not messing with me. I'm not messing with them. They're not messing with me. I go out in the same seats that you sitting in, and I don't get bit up. And I'm out there I'm out there every night. I'm out there every night with my stick. You know,
whatever, man. Listen, Audretta's coming on the show the second half, and she is a special guest. She's a fantastic author of mine. However, she is giving it. That's right. There you go. She's giving it away for free today.
Leaky Gut Buster. We're going to talk about that.
We are going to talk about the Leaky Gut Buster with her now. She's the author of Figure It Out with Audretta's 411. But today,
and figure is not mathematical thing. Figure is your body.
Why not?
Figure it out.
He loves knowing stuff.
And I like her double entendre is what that is. I like it.
He just couldn't wait to say that word today.
This is like 3 quips of you now, okay? You cut off. She started with no, keep going. You know how this boomerang goes. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody scared. I ain't
Good morning, scared. Sophia. How are you?
Grand Rising, Alicia. It's going to be a fantastic show. But listen up. Today, when Audretta comes on or before, and you can actually take advantage of it ahead of time, she is giving away her freaky. No.
Audretta, you told Lisa something you weren't supposed to tell Lisa.
Her leaky gut buster. Good morning, Ronnie Evans, the connector. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Absolutely.
Ronnie's another kind of one of those people that whenever you see Ronnie, you make me happy every time I see you.
Oh, that is so sweet to say about someone.
I like the guy.
Alicia is, I can't stop scratching my foot.
Then you could go off camera and I'll handle the show.
Oh, yeah, I know you want that.
No, Ronnie, I miss seeing your face, man. Ronnie Evans, he's a connector in Charlotte. He is one of these guys that I get happy every time I see him.
He's a really cool guy.
Yes.
And he has a really cool car.
I never saw his car.
You could not see his car.
I never saw his car.
His car has lots of puzzle pieces on it with business names and stuff because he connects them all together.
But that's the stuff you worry about in your 20s. You know, I got to get the nice car. But you know what? In your 40s and 50s, we hardly ever see your car unless we catch you in the parking lot. I don't see your car, and I still love Ronnie without even seeing his car. Okay,
I was really like,
we don't see your car. But anyway, there's so much I want to cover today before Audretta gets on.
Gut health is more important than people realize. Say that,
Sophia. Audretta's coming on at 9:30, and we're going to talk about it.
Absolutely.
There's just so much. Think about where you are right now.
Hey, Minister Rosa Hodge. She said, I'm watching.
Thank you. Good morning, Minister Rosa Hodge. Mr. Rosa Hodge and I, we've been Facebook friends probably 10 years.
Sabrina Sturgis Huff is on now.
Sabrina, she's going to be on in July too, right?
Yup.
Sabrina Huff is going to be a guest in July. And boy, you talk about bragging on somebody. I'm going to brag on Audretta today, but I'm really going to brag on Sabrina too because, I mean.
There's nothing wrong with bragging, but you got to give the people something left for them to talk about.
No, because if I brag on them enough, I get that stuff out of the way, and then we could talk about the leaky gut thing today. We could talk about her health stuff, the stuff that she came here to talk about.
All right.
Good morning, Betty. How you doing?
Okay.
Gut health is more important than people realize. I know Lisa read that already.
A little bit earlier this month, Audretta published her book, Figure It Out, with
Powerful Publishing Multimedia, which is Lisa.
Yes. Hey, Sabrina.
Let's talk about what we came here, abundance and gratitude.
Abundance and gratitude.
You have to have an attitude of abundance and gratitude or else. That's how serious it is.
Yeah.
Or else. Because if you're not grateful for what you have right now, if you're not grateful, you cannot be blessed with more.
Absolutely. And take this moment right now. Hey, Dr. Deborah, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. How you doing?
Take this moment right now to click the share button for us so that you can be sure to make sure that your friends and family get this same access to this information. If you find value with it.
You're going to find value with it.
Also, let them have the opportunity to get this free download, the Leaky Gut.
At 9:30. Now, we're not going to spill the beans on that. At 9:30, Audretta is going to talk about that. And you see it all around you every day. But didn't know what it was. Audretta Hall is going to be here. She's our special guest today.
Sometimes you more than see it. Sometimes you told it.
Yes. But we have embarked this morning on Audretta's plan. And I'm hoping that we'll have time that she lays out her plan like she laid it out to us last night. Mm-hmm. Now, I hope she has that time today.
Well, she's actually making it a free giveaway.
Yes, but they don't know what the free giveaway is yet. Until she explains it, they don't know what that means. Right. You can say plan, you can say giveaway. Absolutely. Until you explain it, you don't know what that is.
Alicia says, congratulations, Audretta. Alicia is an author from our June series of authors, and her book is called Perfect Imperfections. Please be sure
fans of Alicia
to put that out, Alicia.
Alicia Walker has become our little sister. You know, she's not just an author for us. She's our family. She's our sister. Wow. Audretta, go in the green room. Click on that link.
Please go in the green room for this boy have a heart attack.
I need to see you over there. Okay, so go in the green room, Audretta. Whatever link you got to send her or resend her, Lisa. Go ahead and do that, please.
Already sent us. Jesus, help me not to get the leaky gut. Actually, more people have leaky gut than they realize.
Yes.
Leaky gut. The gutty leak. Not cute. So we are 19 minutes away.
First off, I need you to comment on that point. I want to see because I've been studying this morning. If you're not grateful, thank you, Alicia. If you're not grateful for what you have, you cannot get more.
Yes.
It's like a law.
Faithful of a few things before you can be ruler over many.
And if you don't appreciate where you are, the roof over your head, the car you drive, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, if you're not appreciative of what you have right now, you cannot be blessed with more. I mean, so you have to, and abundance. So many people, and this is something else. Now, we've said these words before. So many people remain poor or remain without because they have the attitude that if I get, someone else won't get. Okay.
You're doing the pants with your shaved up stuff.
I'm trying to do some stuff here. As if there's not enough. That if one person gets, other people don't get. Like if someone becomes rich, someone has to become poor. That attitude keeps you hit down.
And it's not true.
And it's not true.
The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
And the fullness thereof. The fullness.
The fullness. There is abundance all around us. There is more than enough all around us. I don't care how many cars you buy, drive past a car lot, there's going to be a nudin.
See, that's a great point. You can't have all the money in the world. There's plenty of it.
You cannot.
Okay? And if you succeed, you are not hurting anyone else's. No. As a matter of fact, the rising tide lifts all boats. So if you succeed, you lift others around you just because they're in your sphere.
That has actually been the mission of the Empowerment Duo, is to open more doors. But we don't just want to open more doors for us. We want to open more doors and let others walk through.
Sabrina Huff says,
coach with the nickel.
Sabrina Huff says, God, this topic is right on time.
Amen.
What's his name?
Do you remember the nickel story?
I do remember the nickel story, and we could tell the nickel story today too. But I want to tell this one by Earl Nightingale. Real quick. Go ahead. Earl Nightingale used to say that it's impossible to become rich without enriching others. Okay, he stopped saying that.
He stopped
because he augmented it. Actually, he stopped saying he augmented a little bit because when you become rich, you do enrich others. You know, because there's things that you buy, the places you go, you help others. You have other people come along the ride with you. You know, you build the Walmart, other people invest in the Walmart. All of y'all are rich. Okay, thank you, Kelly, very much. Now he stopped saying it that way because what about people who get rich in drugs and pornography? Okay, so then he said he changed it because they can get rich too in drugs and pornography, but for most people that's not the way to go. So he said, now on, anyone who gets rich in a worthy cause enriches others. When you get rich in a worthy cause or a worthy endeavor, and that's very broad, it can be a lot of things, but that's the way to go. Get rich in a worthy cause or a worthy endeavor and bring others with you. I'm excited. I'm pumped up today, you know, because I had good study. I've been studying Brian Bean this morning and took all that. I took like 2 pounds of hair off my head today, so I'm lighter and ready to go. It's 9:14. We got 16 minutes until our special guest.
Absolutely. I shared with her the link once again so that we can get her in the green room a little bit earlier. But the importance of excelling and succeeding is not just for you.
Now say that, baby. Say that again. And we say, how many times a week do we say that in different places? This ain't just for you.
It's not just for you. Your success is really about those that you can help and support along the way and upon the receipt of your success. Understand. Here's the thing. I'll read it, honey. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your point, baby. But we're gonna read that.
There are so many situations where children cannot hear from you if you are not successful. That's why the entertainers and the athletes of the world get so much flack for being role models, even though the parent should be the role model. But unfortunately, our children, in many cases, young people and adults, have been conditioned that if there is not a financial remuneration attached to the individual, then they don't know anything.
Right.
And so
that's already rich. They can't possibly know anything.
And that's why it's so important. I will check my email, Sabrina, for you to do your best to recover the wealth that has been laid aside for you. For the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just.
Right.
Now, Sabrina says, and being conscious, respectful of how you handle another man's stuff helps you to get your stuff faster. I am so grateful. Absolutely. Render unto Caesar.
What is Caesar's
that
due?
which is Caesar's.
If you
Good morning, Charles. Thank you for joining.
Charles Carries on?
No, Charles Bowie.
Charles Bowie, good morning. How you doing? Tell the nickel story. It's a blessing. Go ahead, Lisa.
Good.
I don't remember how it starts.
So it starts out with a group of people.
Why do you want me to tell it instead of you, though?
I don't know. I don't mind telling it, but you so enjoy telling stories, and you often tell the ones that I don't want you to tell. So I figured I would just allow you to tell this one.
I've not told this one before, so I'm not confident in how to tell it yet. So until I am confident in how to tell this story, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. So there was a group of people that were going on a field trip from the north to the south. They were not very familiar with the South. And they got on a bus and came on down south. And this was
in the 50s?
Yeah, during the Jim Crow time and still segregation and all those things. And they arrived in a country town. I don't remember the name of the town, but they had to use the bathroom. Now, this was a group of African-American individuals on this bus, and they had to go to potty. So they get to the restaurant. Of course, the bathrooms are out back. There's separate bathrooms for whites and separate bathrooms for blacks. They run up to the door for the bathrooms for blacks, and it is a pay for play bathroom.
Charge a nickel to use.
They charge a nickel to use the bathroom, and everybody shake their pockets, and everybody's looking for money, and nobody has any money. Now, in the meantime, the white bathroom is opening and closing and opening and closing, but they can't use that bathroom because of segregation. And they've been told, don't try it because this is serious down here. So they're essentially all deciding, since nobody has a nickel, to go ahead and get back on the bus and hope and pray that they can find another location that has a bathroom that's accessible to them. When one of them reaches down in their pocket and says, hey, I have a nickel, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put my nickel in, and I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to hold the door open until every single person is able to go in, do their business, and come out. Now, that was the power of being the one with the power. He had the power. The power was the nickel.
Yes.
He could have hoarded that power for
and he
himself.
made a choice to hold the door for others.
Absolutely. Now, when you give yourself a chance to earn the nickel, to be the one who has the power to open the door,
Janina.
You also, in turn, gain the responsibility to hold the door open for others.
Amen. Amen. 11 minutes till Audretta, our special guest, is coming on.
No.
Go ahead. Do you want to say something else before I jump in? Because I want to jump in.
Yeah.
You're still not in the green room. What's up? Okay. So, Audretta, get in the green room. Click on the link, please. So, anyway, Audretta's a friend, a real friend. Back in Greensboro, I used to live in Greensboro from 2012 to 2015. And when I first got to Greensboro, my first 2 years there, I was broke as a joke. It was rugged for me. But there was, there she is. There was a little coffee shop there called Montgomery's coffee shop. And it was a black-owned coffee shop, and they had like a little area where you played music. People played performers there, and a lot of performers showed up there. But the coffee shop on Summit Avenue in Greensboro was such a special little place because you didn't have to have a plan for your day. People just hung out there. And they had all these great pictures on the walls, and somebody would bring their equipment and sing.
It must not have been Starbucks.
It wasn't Starbucks. No, but you could just go hang out.
Yeah, you used to could do that at Starbucks.
Right. but it was so cool. And people would be sitting at tables and stuff. You could just go and sit at any table and just be grown folks having conversation. Somebody might have some snacks on the table or coffee or drinks or whatever it is. It was the coolest scene. I wish we had one of those here. And
we had one. We used to call it the Friday night kickback.
Yeah, that was our own stuff.
We had our own spot. We would let people come by, bring snacks, bring
on
drinks.
Friday nights in a big circle, grown folks,
and
couples, a lot of
come and chill.
It was a great time for us. We loved that very much.
We still do that. We have a spot.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a spot.
But that's where I met Audretta at the coffee shop. And sometimes we just sit there and we would talk, no agendas. That's why the coffee shop was so cool. But let me tell you, Audretta became my friend then because we used to talk a lot. And when I first started doing my videos, I still got them on YouTube. Audretta was the one that recorded those videos.
Wow.
It was Audretta.
Okay.
She recorded my videos. And the coffee shop we did a lot of them, actually. Probably about 4, maybe 5.
You can't talk that against Seahawks.
That's okay, baby. That's okay. They're involved in the conversation anyway.
Amen. Yes, sir. We are all responsible to hold the door. Stop tripping and know that you are meant to be a blessing to others through your business. That's why you must persist. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Sabrina. One more thing about that's the place that you went to watch the presidential debates, to watch the election. That's the place you went to do those kinds of things when you wanted to be amongst people like us. I got so many cool pictures at that event, that coffee shop. Anyway, I wanted to get that all out.
And I want you to tie it to something.
And I'm going to tie it to something. And Audretta was on her mission then to for people to get healthier, for people to lose weight, gut weight. She used to implore me. She used to try to implore me, and I would ignore her all the time. But she used to implore me.
Please, baby, please.
Not like that. But she used to like, Brian, you got to drop the weight. Brian, you got to get that out your midsection. And I used to say stupid stuff back to her. You know, she goes, Brian, you're a speaker. You got to drop this weight. I said, no, I could just wear a vest, because I had vests a lot.
We just gonna hide it. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hide it. That's all. That's all. We're just gonna put a blanket over it because
that's what I did. I was like, look, don't worry about my belly. I'll just wear a vest when I give a talk.
Hey man, Kelly is giving you some amens. Not on the covering up the belly business.
On the nickel story.
Yeah.
Now Sabrina Huff shared that story with us, and I'll be ready to tell it the next time. But thank you very much for that story, because that story is one that blesses everyone.
And it actually goes along with, and I shared with the lady in the group, it goes along with the dream that God gave me that I didn't understand for a lot of years, where the position that he has purposed for me, and I haven't got there yet. However, I still try to operate every day in as much of the power as I have by bringing and sharing our platform with as many people as we can and opening doors for others. But in the dream that he gave me, he had me doing this. And I didn't understand what this was. And this is the position that you reach back and pull through. And that was essentially what, when Sabrina told the story, it helped me to really understand what that position was. Because I wanted to be this, which is the Atlas. I wanted to be strong and big and carry this. And in the dream, I was doing this. And I didn't understand it because I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing this. I was doing this in the dream. And he helped me to understand that that was me hiking somebody up on my shoulders.
Somebody?
Hiking them up.
Hiking?
That's right. Hike them up.
Is that a real word?
It is. Everybody who got a grandma know how to hike up the window.
Reach around.
Reach around, reach off that. Reach around,
wrench it off.
That's right. Reach around, wrench it off, and while you're over there, hike up the window. We had our own language.
So, yeah, we're gonna get it.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to Audretta. What was about to tell you something? And I got thrown off a red round. What else can we say? But that's okay. So we do have a great guest. We had a great guest yesterday too. D. Mangum was.
No, that was the day before yesterday.
Who we had yesterday? Nobody.
Denise Gerst.
Denise Gerst. Woo!
Yeah.
Denise Gerst brought it. D. Mangum brought it. This is our third guest of the week.
Absolutely. So here's what I decided
to do.
It's getting gooder and gooder. So here's what I decided to do. I was going to add another day to our ability.
You see how I looked at her?
He's not in charge of that. So anyway, I was going to add another day to our automated scheduling tool because right now on Monday and Wednesday, people can schedule to be on the show, but we're almost booked all the way out to November in those 2 spaces. So I was going to add another day so that we could free up to have guests on sooner than that. However, what I decided was if we keep them so that only the 2 days are auto booked, it frees us up to have the latitude like today when we have a special guest that we want to bring on because they have something that they need to share more expeditiously and we can interject them.
And we got 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we're going to bring up our special guest today. And we're excited about having her, the author of Figure It Out, Audretta's 411.
Figure It Out with Audretta's 411 by Audretta Hall.
She used to do these snippets, these video snippets on Facebook where she just gave tips, these tips that she used to give. And they were really, really good stuff. She would just share that stuff. Nothing will be wasted. Nothing is going to be lost. All those old school tips and all those old videos that you recorded, all that free stuff that you gave away, it's that seeds that you were planting, and it's going to come back to you.
Absolutely.
It's going to come back to you more than what you put out.
And those things can be recompiled and repurposed for such a time as this. And I'm excited to have had the opportunity to purpose a project with Audretta, 2 projects actually, her book Figure It Out with Audretta's 411, and then her ebook
3 minutes
that she is going to be sharing with our audience.
Yeah. Again, the show topic today is gratitude and abundance.
The attitude of gratitude.
The nature is rich, and there is
Rose. Good morning.
There. Which one is this?
Rose Williams.
Good morning, Rose. How are you, my sister?
Coach Williams' beautiful wife, the mother of 3 fantastic and amazing children that all love Alabama Roll Tide.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
That's what she is. You asked me who she was. Okay. I know my people.
And we're learning our people too. I'm almost can't wait. But
almost can't wait.
I'm almost can't wait. I am somewhat of a wordsmith, and I do love it when I catch grammatical fun things. And one of the fun things Lisa and I do is like in music, we catch some grammatical stuff in music or rap. Like my all-time favorite rap lyric, misuse of words, was from the Fat Boys. Remember the Fat Boys? He called this girl that's from that rap, Falling in Love, and she didn't answer the phone, and he goes, "She must be ain't home." She must be ain't home is my favorite.
Ain't home. Lord.
Love, she must be ain't home.
Now, there's an actual X-rated lyric that I love because I think it's amazing that he could actually get away with fitting it in Slick Rick. So I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but it is.
This lyric that she's talking about is from Slick Rick from the song LaToya. LaToya.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Isn't it from LaToya? She goes, I says at 19 because he's talking about he's rapping about this woman, this girl's mother that wants to be with him, and this girl's mother wants to be with him. And he's like,
I'm not going to say the lyric, and neither are you.
I says, I'm 19. Go ask my mother. And with your wrinkled...
No, you won't.
I can't be your lover. With your wrinkled...
Anyway, good morning, Caramelita.
Lisa loves that line. That's what the wrinkled thing he was talking about. Baby, come on.
Brian is the best. This is not... It's not... It's just not, but that's okay. You can.
All right, cool. We get Sister Audretta. 1 minute. Oh Lord, 1 minute.
Yeah, because I know you have got to. Hey, Bill. Good morning. I know you have got to give the introduction, so I'm going to go ahead and remind everyone that I'm Lisa Santiago McNeill.
I'm still Brian Keith.
And if you are watching, let's talk about it on ESPTV7 on the SIBN network that appears 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, right here on Facebook Live.
What a beautiful thing it is when someone discovers a thing. And they discover the thing and they connect with that thing and they become that thing. They want to study about that thing. They want to talk about that thing. They want to become that thing. They want to help others with that thing. And that thing is Audretta discovered a thing, helping people to become better with themselves and their bodies, helping people to lose weight. And not only did she study it and teach it, she became it. I remember one day when she had been preaching to all of us at the coffee shop for a year. But one day she showed up and she had on a form-fitting sundress. It was dark brown and tan. She came from her car. We were all out on the porch, and we watched her like, who is that? Because we didn't see her at first. And, who was that coming up on the porch? Who was that coming to the coffee shop? We didn't recognize her. And as she got closer and closer, it was Audretta, and it was the fruits of her labors. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, guys. Good morning. I'm ready. I am ready. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Not yet, not all the way. Now I can hear you. How are you?
Hey, doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Audretta's 411, the author of Figure It Out. First thing we're going to do with you, Audretta, before we launch, is going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself however you like.
Oh, thank you, Brian. And Lisa, I'm just excited to be here. Well, my name is Audretta Hall, and I'm Audretta's 411. I'm information that leads to transformation in business, health, and life. So, it's been an amazing journey, amazing transformation. I'm happy to report that not only I've transformed, but I've actually helped several of my friends make transformations as well. So I know the information I share is not just something that works for me. If you work it, it works for everybody. We actually live in a miracle. If you give your body what it needs, it will reset.
Live in a miracle.
We live in a miracle. We really do. So I tell people all the time, you can scratch your car and the paint don't grow back. You got to go to Mako. I said, right. You scratch your leg, the skin grows back. What does that?
Right.
God has designed you to heal yourself. So you just have to know what to do. So again, guys, thanks for having me on. I can't wait to share the information about leaky gut. That big belly I posted on Facebook, Lord have mercy, that got some attention.
I saw that.
Before it was a big belly, it was a little smaller and a little smaller. I always tell people you don't gain 150 pounds overnight. It's about 6 or 7 pounds a month at a time. And then you end up, so in your, before there was 300 pounds, there was a 250, there was a 190. Before your belly gets out to your knees, it was out to like the mid thigh, so the progression. So guys, it's the information needs to get out there. That was one of my probably my most viewed and most commented on posts that people reached out to me because they see the need. Literally.
Well, people have been mentioning it all morning since Lisa dropped the word leaky gut. What is that?
Well, it is something that almost all of us have. I say when 95% of people have it in one form or another. You have about a 30-foot intestinal tract, right? The food that we eat, the dairy, the alcohol, the bread, you're talking, even meat, when your body is breaking it down, the acid that is produced from that actually pokes holes in your intestines. Okay. So that means the juice and all the bile and other stuff from your intestine is floating around in your body.
Sounds sexy, but go ahead.
The juice and all the bile.
The juice and the bile.
And all the bile is floating around in your body.
And unfortunately, that's not where it's supposed to be. So it's in your system causing inflammation. Now, why is that such a problem? Inflammation tells your body to store and make fat to protect itself. So you have like a little engine in there going, please make more fat. Please make more fat. Anybody want to shut that engine up besides me?
Yes.
I don't need my body producing any more fat.
1 minute cigarette.
Yeah. So good. Your whole goal is to heal that leaky gut. So basically it's pretty simple. And I'm going to give you guys, Lisa's already put the link in the line so you can get the download on the 10-day instructions on how to heal your gut. Now, the miracle we live in.
The miracle we live in.
Somebody write that. Hashtag the miracle we live in.
The miracle we live in. The inlining of your intestine replaces itself every 10 days. So you're basically 10 days away from getting healthy.
So 10 days to heal the lining of your intestine. Correct. Now, last night, Lisa shared with me the 10-day plan, and I'm hoping that you're willing to share it on this show.
I am.
And we touched and agreed that we're going to do it. Today is day 1 for us, okay? So I don't want to steal your thunder on this because I think I'll mess it up. Okay?
No,
but I want you to please.
I want you to share it, and I also want to let people know, listen up, perk up your ears, because not only is she sharing what we can do to heal ourselves and heal our bodies, or encourage our bodies to heal itself, actually is more to the point. Yeah. She's helping you to do this for free.
Amazing. So please talk about the 10-day plan.
You know what I tell you? People want to start out exercising and dieting. You will get there eventually to gut health if you do that, because you're going to clean out your colon. You're going to start cutting out the foods that you need to cut out. But you're starting behind the 8 ball. Like, you're really taking the longest. Dieting and exercise is the longest route to get
You're
healthy.
kidding.
It
Now,
is
that's
the longest
contrary.
route.
That's
Yeah,
contrary to what we've been taught.
and that's why people stay fat. You heal your
What?
gut first.
Wait. You can't just jump over that right there. Need you to hold on.
Make that
Say
plain.
it again, please.
Okay. It is like I don't want to get kicked off Facebook or people hunt me down, but the industry teaches you ways to stay fat. They really do. Like
Okay.
Wow.
they say it's healthy, but it has twice the sugar. They took out the fat, but it has twice the sugar and twice the sodium. So then what do? You eat it and you stay fat. And it's microwavable, so your body don't even recognize it as food. But we ain't gonna get off
Heard that
track
from
with that.
Lisa Jones said that to us too.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to hear it again from
Get
you.
rid of the micro. I lost 10 pounds when I got rid of my microwave.
Wow.
The only thing I microwave and put in the microwave was my panties, and I'll tell you that and why that in a minute.
Oh my God! Wait,
You want to tell that
I
too?
put my panties in the
No,
microwave.
that's not TMI.
No.
Why would you put
it all
panties
ties
in the
together.
microwave?
I'm gonna tell you why I put my. That's the only thing I put in the microwave. But anyway, so you heal your gut first.
What do you mean? So you heal your gut?
Oh, she gonna come back to it. You gotta hold on. You gotta hold on for the panty. She gotta come back to it.
I don't know what the hell.
You gotta hold on. Sabrina said, "I am looking forward
do
to
a gut
this."
cleanse first. Do a gut cleanse first, because that gets rid of the inflammation. That gets rid of the parasites and yeast, the things that are causing you to be fat. Then when you eat right and exercise, you'll get 3 times the results.
Well, so wait. So you're saying diet and exercise without healing your colon is a long way around.
It's the longest way around.
The longest way around. But if you will heal your colon, your intestines first,
amen,
then diet and exercise can work.
Exactly. It will work exponentially. The way you are psychologically, exponentially. The way you're psychologically wired, you will exercise and diet for maybe a 4 or 5 day period, maybe 10 or 15 days, then you'll give up because you're not seeing the results that you need to see. But I promise you, do your 10 days, and then when you diet and exercise, when I went 7 days without chemical free, without eating anything with more than 5 ingredients in it. I made sure I didn't put it in my makeup. Everything I put on me was chemical free. I lost weight so fast people thought I was on crack. Now, granted,
that's 3 things that's urgent that you explain on this show now.
Yeah.
You have got to explain panties in the microwave. You got to explain what your 10-day plan is. Okay. And now you got to explain what you mean by chemical free. So let's go one at a time. 10 days. Why do you put your panties in the microwave?
No, you can't start with my panties.
You're not starting. You gotta tell her.
I'm gonna leave it in the end. You're gonna have to
begin with the panties.
I don't care about
you. Can't start with
I'm
the
not
panties.
caring about her panties.
No,
I'm just
no
saying,
panties.
Don't like this her panties. Just panties in general.
All right,
not yours.
Do your thing, Diva. Do your thing.
So, number 1, how to heal your gut. Okay.
Wait, so you just got invited to win. These ladies want you to come to Charlotte.
Okay.
We can actually bring her to WIN electronically.
Oh, you can do it remotely, yes.
So WIN is Women Empowerment Networks. Okay. We're meeting on July the 17th, and we are women who uplift, inspire, and encourage one another to greatness through business and life. And you have been personally invited by the college parent recruitment coach, Miss Sabrina Huff. Amen. Dr. Deborah Hall is saying, wow, 3 times the results. Sabrina wants to know about the panties. And then she says, what, sister? You talking the language I need to hear.
There's a few people that said they needed to hear this. Boom. Many even Chairman and William Brown saying boom, and I'm listening. So go ahead, please. Come on. We don't got much time with you.
I'll start with number 1, the 10 days. So I tell you, no general wins a war by saying I'm going to blow up a few bridges, shoot a few people, and go home. You are in a war with the parasites and yeast that are living in your body. They're literally setting up their own world. So that's why you see that big round world. That you see the people with the big round guts. That's the parasite and yeast setting up their world. They're in there doing a little dance. They're making a little love. They're getting down tonight. They are multiplying in there, and you are feeding the beast.
Okay? Wow.
Right. So when a general first goes in, the first thing they do is they cut off the food supply.
Okay.
So what is the food supply for parasites and yeast? That's your dairy. Dairy produces mucus. Parasites and yeast live off of mucus.
Okay.
Gross.
So,
Bread.
dairy.
Bread has more yeast in it. So they have more friends. You just providing them more enemies to hang out with.
Wow.
Okay. Then also sweets. They love sweets because that produces mucus, and it's the highest inflammatory thing you can put in your body is sugar. So inflammation, they're living off of all that mucus, inflammation, everything you're putting in there. Now, one really, really gross fact, you have so many parasites and yeast living in you when your stomach is that large that a third of your waste isn't even in your own.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So what are you suggesting?
A third of your waste isn't even your own. Yeah. Now, I need you to clarify because I think it might have missed out on the cheap seats. Yeah. A third of your waist isn't even your own. You're not talking about the inches around your waist.
Not the inches.
You're talking about the
elimination. Yeah, exactly.
So we're pooping the parasites poop.
Pretty much. Are you good with that?
No.
Exactly. I didn't think so.
Finish, break it down. Come on.
Every time you pick up that hot dog, every time you pick up that donut, every time you pick up that sweet tea, you are feeding the beast.
Okay.
So days 1 through 3, cut off their food supply. Okay. So no sweets, no bread, no dairy, no alcohol. Just cut off their food supply.
No alcohol. Kind of foolishness. Get her off of here.
For 10 days.
I'm just kidding.
Break it down, my sister.
It's only 10 days. Well, for your 10 days. So then the next 3 days, you want to change their environment. Well, you know how they would go in and put in Agent Orange and they would do all this stuff, confuse the enemy. So you're going to change your pH in your body, your potential to hydrogen. I ain't going to give you a class on that right now, but that's just Bragg's apple cider vinegar and cranberry juice. Just drink it all day. Lemon water. I know, just squeeze some lemon and water. That changes your pH in your body. Eat grapefruit. Okay? That changes the pH in your body.
I want you to know, because of the plan, I went and took our alcohol off the counter where we could see it this morning, and I put it away.
You know he wasn't going to say he poured it down the sink.
No, he just put it away for a later date. Yeah.
Yes.
Put it away.
I put it away so that we can't see it now because we had it up on the countertop.
No yeast, no sugar, no alcohol. Now, you guys really don't have to try to remember this because Audretta is actually blessing us by providing you with this ebook. So just listen up. Hey, LaTanya, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Okay. She's on vacation. So
you're saying start it down. It's a 10-day plan.
Yep.
And then in 3 days from now, changing your pH balance by upping your water and lemon, grapefruit, apple cider vinegar, and cranberry juice.
Yep. And then eat everything that parasites and yeast don't like. That's cilantro, onions, garlic. You're talking, what do you call it? Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper cuts mucus. I put cayenne pepper in my shakes in the morning. I put turmeric in my shakes in the morning. Olive oil, coconut oil. I put a little olive oil in my shakes in the morning. One thing that another diet.
That sounds delicious, Audretta.
It is good. I mean, if you put it with a whole bunch of fruit, you can't taste it. But a dieting fact that people don't know is that you actually need fat to burn fat. So when you go on fat-free diets, you stay fat.
Wow. You got LaTanya Blackman on. LaTanya Blackman, I know this is singing a song for you because she's
on and she wants to know what's the topic.
The topic is abundance and gratefulness, but we got Audretta from Audretta's 411, and she is dropping science contrary to what I thought a lot of times.
Learn how to get rid of your
leaky gut. How to get rid of the leaky gut
and jumpstart your diet so that it's more effective.
So that your exercise and dieting work actually
exponentially. That's my word of the day.
Exponentially.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm a person, I got to get 3 times as much out of something because, who got time? So I got to kill 3 birds with 1 stone, right? Or however it works.
So but what are we putting this stuff on? Like, what are we going to put?
He's just not going to eat seasonings. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? You put it on all your foods that you want to eat. I mean, I add, when I'm making a fried egg and cheese sandwich, because that's one of my, minus the cheese when I'm doing a no dairy, but I'll have onions, garlic, oregano. I mean, it's just, my food is just an excuse to get spices in.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, first
we got to eat something for 10 days.
Fried egg and cheese is not going to work, right?
No, I eat Friday. But
days and we can't eat bread. So and he can't eat eggs. So I'm just
Oh
gonna be
no.
putting a plate of cilantro in front of him,
No.
and that ain't gonna work.
So
So
what do you eat? Do you eat salads? Just put cilantro on your
Yes, we
salad.
like salads.
Put
We
red
like
onions.
salads.
Put red
We like
onions on your
chicken.
salad. Make your salad dressing with vinegar vinegar and what's it in the olive oil. So you just anything that you are eating, just add the spices to it. So that's why I
Okay.
put my spices. When my morning is a blueberry smoothie, but I put cayenne pepper. I put what do you call it? Cinnamon. I put turmeric in it. I mean, you can't hardly taste it because of the blueberries and that are in there. So you figure out ways to add it in.
So you have a blueberry smoothie. What do you have a smoothie like? Protein powder or what?
Yeah, I put protein, almond milk because it's no dairy. Remember, we're gonna go no dairy. So I
no
started with
dairy.
almond milk, and then because that gives me my protein that I need, and then I have a plant based protein powder that I use, plus frozen fruit because that's what gives it a good flavor.
Frozen fruit. Now,
Yeah.
Truth is like by Felicia about some of this stuff,
I don't know what you're talking about.
but Latine's got a lot of good things to say.
Yeah.
She's amening you a lot.
She says
Amen.
good fat burns fat.
Yep,
exactly.
fat burns
You
fat.
mentioned
Iron
olive oil a
sharpens
lot too,
iron.
but
Fat
what's the
burns
last
fat.
thing she said?
What's that?
When you get used to it,
when you get used to it, your taste buds will change, and you
Yep.
will
you will acquire a taste for it.
Yeah.
I definitely get that, particularly with olive oil and oregano flavors.
Yes.
It took me a while to acquire that taste for olive oil and oregano together, but putting that over spinach greens is really good. And you can do that.
All right, so
definitely.
on
Hey,
the
here
10-day
we go.
plan, we only got
Let me go
10
from the
minutes left
top.
with you.
Let me go from
So
the top.
okay, we only got 10 minutes. So come on,
So number one,
not even 10 minutes. We got
we
like
got
20.
plenty of time. If you hush.
13. So what days 1 through 3, what we gonna do? Cut off the enemy's food.
Okay.
Days 4 through 6, what are we gonna do? Eat all the stuff it doesn't like. Confuse their environment. Change your pH. Okay.
Okay.
7 through 9. Now you're gonna up your fiber to 25 to 40 grams a day. And you're gonna drink at least 80 ounces of water. Because now it's time to eliminate the enemy.
So our
Make sure
teeth
you
are
got
going to be floating.
your
So
teeth gonna
up
be
your water
floating.
and start taking something that causes an elimination.
Exactly. Detox
Okay.
teas, whatever it is, so you can get it. And then day 10, that's when you send in your ground troops. That's your probiotics with at least 8 strands of bacillia. That's your Greek yogurt. So now you can reintroduce dairy, but in a Greek yogurt form. You want to get as much probiotics in you as possible. And that's your 10 days. And then for 30 days after that, start your diet and exercise, but just eat all your cruciferous vegetables. And that would be, hey, I had to practice that 10 times before I said that.
You got it.
Vegetable.
Cruciferous.
Woohoo! Cabbage,
That's the
broccoli,
cauliflower, broccoli.
Eat as many dark greens vegetables as you can. Still kind of minimize your sweets in your bread, but then you're in a good place. When you start exercising, you eliminate more. When you exercise, you want to drink more water. You're hydrating and flushing your system out, and that's the goal. Exercise is the number one way to reduce inflammation, and that's why you lose weight when you exercise. But you'll lose twice as much, and you'll be more encouraged because all that exercise you'll be rewarded. I know for a fact I've exercised for 4 or 5 months in a row and only lost like 3 or 4 pounds. How
And it gets
discouraging is
frustrating.
that?
So now we got that, and you're
Yeah.
putting the link up there so they can get that for free,
Okay.
right? The 10-day plan for free.
Yeah,
Now
and
you
please
still
make
got
sure
to
they
tell
share.
us.
I know a lot of people. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but I don't know everybody. So if you get the link, share the link because it will help save lives. I've been on the phone the last 3-4 days with people, and I will tell you guys my personal story. The reason why I have studied gut health so much is because I've lost 3 family members from problems from diverticulitis and different
Wow.
gut issues. And I know people with the same genes that eat the same food die from the same diseases.
We got 7 minutes left, Audretta. So you got to
Yeah.
tell us microwaving panties. Why? We only got 7 minutes left with her because we need a couple of minutes after you get off the show.
Okay.
So I mean,
Okay. So microwave panties and what else?
and what was the other one?
You said there were 3.
It was.
So you gave us
a 10-day plan, microwaving in the panties, and it'll come to me. So go ahead.
So here's the deal. You are literally picking up parasites and yeast all day long. We are in a public society where everybody doesn't have the same hygiene. So if you're using an ATM machine, your fingers are going where somebody else's fingers are. If you're using a gas station pump, If you're holding a handle to come into any door, not even
Holding
just a
the
bathroom
shopping
door,
cart. Mm-hmm.
put your hand on the shopping cart. I mean, that's why they're giving out all those wipes everywhere they go. They know that we are bacteria laden, parasite laden. If you're hugging people, sneezing, we're picking up parasites all day long. So even as a woman, your creases have yeast. That dark circles under your breast, underneath your arms, in between your thighs, those are places where yeast want to live. And when you wash your underwear, it doesn't kill all the yeast that's come off your body. 30 seconds in the microwave will kill it.
Okay, so that's two. That's two.
Now we got some comments from the audience. I want to say you can order. I mean, you can download. It's a free download. my.epublishyou.com/leaky gut, and that's capital L in leaky, capital G in gut, and you can download.
Jeanette Hayden said good stuff
of the Leaky Gut Buster 1030 plan, and please do share it. Now, Dr. Deborah, I'm not sure what your comment says. It says, I tried the leek, but it did not work for me. You talking about the leek vegetable, or I'm not sure. And Myra says, that's worth doing. You tripping on the alcohol, no alcohol, no bread, no sweets, no dairy, though.
Yeah.
Truth does not have the gut, though. For the people with the gut, who decided to take themselves seriously, you know, all the comments, baby. Come on.
Okay.
So go down.
Oh, the link does not work. Okay. Let me make sure I get the right link.
I want to get all the comments.
They've been read.
No, they have not.
They have been read.
Okay.
They have been read. Settle down. You get so frustrated.
Latanie's been there. Jimmy Bradley said, hey. That's worth doing. Okay, we got that. Yeah. Myra says, yeah. Okay. Finally have a use for the microwave. Okay. That's finally got a use. All right, cool. All right, so now, because you got 5 minutes left, okay? I want to make sure that you have a chance to get out the stuff that you came to the show that you wanted to talk about. Because you said, don't you have something upcoming?
I have my book signing is going to be July 25th. It's 7 p.m. in Greensboro. It's 206 South Westgate Drive, Suite A, and that's Greensboro, North Carolina, 27407. And I will be signing Audretta's Figure It Out with Audretta's 411, how I lost 100 pounds when I quit dieting and just followed 7 eating rules. It has just been an amazing process.
I know Westgate Road. What kind of venue is that?
It's Reflections Event Center.
Okay.
And that's owned by Kimberly Bone Mark. If you want to book your book signing there, it's 336-707-1318. So we're going to be doing that. Got to get it in.
It's going to be at an event center. Did you tell her how the price of admission should be?
Yes. So Myra said, I need a microwave now. So I corrected the link. It is actually my.epublishyou.com/leaky gut buster. Yeah. I had left off the buster part. So make sure that you click that link for me. That is
somebody try the link now to make sure it still does work.
my.epublishyou.com/leaky gut buster. Get it for yourself and then share it with those that you know. You never know who's in their house. They might not be on Facebook, but we got some uncles now with that gut belly.
The word
some aunties now.
Leaky gut buster or leaky gut is so compelling. And wait a minute, what is that? It's so compelling because as soon as people hear it, they're like, "Oh God, what is that?" You know.
And we want to relegate it to somebody with a serious issue. And the truth of the matter is, it's more common than most of us realize.
If you went to the extreme, you know, you talking about gut down to your knees. I was like, you know, what about regular? I mean, just a big old gut. You know, I want to get rid of that. You know, I don't have a gut to my knees and nothing like that, but I don't like what I got. So
yeah, you want to stop it before it gets that far. You know, so before you were at 300 pounds, there was a 250, there was a 200. Yes. So I got to 284 before I said, "Oh my God!" I mean, if I would have stopped at 190, I'd have been fine, right? But no, I waited till it got to 284. Then it clicked with me. I mean,
so 284 was your highest. Was that your highest? Your heaviest?
Yeah, my heaviest. But I could see 300 in the scale, and I knew I did the
math.
Dare
tell what the difference is now?
I lost 100 pounds, so I'm 184.
Wow. Amazing!
Yeah,
amazing.
A whole lot of little white lady.
It's just like, you know, I look so different. I went to a family reunion and one of my uncles was like, who brought you to the family reunion? I'm like, Uncle James, it's me. Etta.
Uncle James was gonna holler.
Was trying to holler because he didn't know who I was.
Uncle James was gonna. Hello, this is Willie Earl. How you doing? That's hilarious.
Yep.
Mara is disgusting. She said, "Now you got my booty itching from the parasite."
You know what? That I didn't talk about that, but that night booty itch is actually the parasites and laying eggs on the other side of your digestive
Ah,
system.
come on.
Yeah, buddy. But it's an ancient Chinese proverb: "Man that goes to bed with itchy butt, wake up with stinky finger."
Hey, Lord Jesus! Now, Bill said, "When should we start working out?" It's actually in, I believe, after the day 10 that you can start working out.
Yeah,
after day 10. I had never heard this concept before. I gotta tell you.
Just 10 I'm telling you, is the best 10-day investment you'll do. You will be ready mentally and you'll be like ready to exercise. But the other thing is too, you'll be hydrated, well in your nutrition, your knees won't hurt as bad. But we just eat all day Sunday, and then Monday we're like, I'm gonna go to the gym and work out for 2 hours, and on top of all
what's
that.
Asha Marie talking about? What's she talking about? Asha, when you have parasites in your body, you have two-legged ones in your life, hand in hand. Really, sister?
Everybody laughing at Uncle James. LaTanya was over 140 pounds. Yeah. Wow. So, I can't imagine that.
Uncle James is funny now.
Here's the deal, too, guys. Once you do that, you keep the weight off easier. You have a chance to be able to, like this weekend, I'll be eating cake with my 97-year-old grandmother. And I don't have to worry about gaining weight because my pH is in level. But if you're out of balance, you can eat one piece of cake and gain 4 pounds.
How can people be supportive of you and your mission right now? And what can they do?
Well, basically, because I can't reach everybody, so sending out the link helps. I also send out the link for the actual ebook, because when you get the actual book, the workbook, it's going to be 7 weeks of conference calls on Monday night, because there's a ton of information out there. You don't need more information. You need accountability. You need a reason to do it. You need the commitment. You need the fashion show we're going to do a year from now.
That's right.
You need the support. I mean,
you got to read these comments because we got to say goodbye to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's awesome. So Shadina's happy. She says, Audretta, I'm excited. I've been exercising, but not losing like I thought I should be. I'm doing this tomorrow. Had some coffee today. You can take your coffee black, then you can take coffee. Yeah. Sabrina said, oh my God, you are amazing. Thank you. We're definitely going to share this with Women Empowerment Networks. I'm putting it in the Amazing Diva group right now. If you are the facilitator or admin of a group, please support our sister by going ahead and posting this free link in your group and give them the opportunity to go. Audretta, we love you. Stay in the green room for just a moment until we go off the show.
Thank you very much. You were amazing. Wow. First off, wow.
Wow.
She brought it. She was ready. She was informative. If you didn't get something out of that, man, shame on you.
You wasn't looking.
Yeah, shame on you, because you should have got something out of that. Today is Thursday. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow
is Thursday, July the 5th. So our 10-day period starts today and it ends on July the 15th.
I'm gonna have a drink on the July the 16th. But we started the 10-day plan today. So I think what's going to be one of the ancillary benefits of this plan is what we're going to become as people. We help to squelch that belly brain, help kill that. So we're going to become different people along the way.
Wow.
Awesome info. Thank you.
Absolutely. Bill says, should we do the 10-day challenge once a month?
That's a question I'd ask Audretta.
That's a good question to ask Audretta. But let's go ahead and when you download the ebook, you actually get connected to Audretta, and she provides you with other supports, these calls, the group, and everything. And we'll be able to continue to pull on her for information. And you will also have the opportunity to buy the book if you choose to buy the workbook to help with that. So share it, get your own, and let's rock out. I'm excited for today.
I am
gotta
too.
figure out what to feed you though.
We're gonna figure it out.
Because I'm gonna have spinach and eggs with oregano and olive oil, but you can't eat that.
No, we have chicken breast. I can have chicken breast with spinach. Okay, that's what I'll eat. But anyway, thank you so much. It's almost 10 o'clock. Tomorrow we have the Empowerment Circle. It's going to be amazing here in Charlotte. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. We have done a good job, Lisa. But yes, it's 10 o'clock.
Bill said he got something, and Myra want to know what you got, Bill. She want to make sure it ain't contagious over the Facebook.
You just want to be comic relief today. Come on. Stand.
I can't make it go any faster than it's going. That's a commercial. You want me to play it, Mr.
No,
Attitude?
I want you to skip the ad.
You gotta wait until it lets you skip. I'm really getting ready to be violent in here.
I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late.
Are you going to get docked? You work for me. I'm not going to fire you.
You work for me.
Please. That's it. Good job, guys. Good topic. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
I am Brian Keith McNeill.
And this is Let's Talk About It on ESP TV 7 on the SIBN network, on iHeart, iTunes, and right here on Facebook Live.
And remember, your life is not a scrimmage or a practice game. There's no Martyrs Hall of Fame. Time to speedster takes its toll. And for all of us, every day really is the Super Bowl. So God bless you, and go forward and live your Super Bowl life today.
Remember that you are blessed by the blessor to be a blessing. So permission to be amazing is granted.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
It's Thursday. Go have sex.